And why are you wearing the hakama today?
Well, this is my own design. It's a beginning of a line that I want to do, and it has a lot to do with especially Japanese sort of concepts and tribal concepts, Central Asian concepts. For growing up in America, being born in Japan, it's always been kind of my purpose to represent my native country and people. I think it's been quite a challenge growing up in America, and certainly we see that it has. Some things don't change so quickly, as we're finding that out in the election. I remember these kind of problems when I was 6 years old, so glad that we're here. I'm glad that the show is bringing out issues like that, especially for millennials to deal with. I feel like you can go so far with selfies before there's no more else to go. And you gotta go inside, you gotta go deep, you gotta search your soul.
So speaking to that a little bit more, jumping right in real deep here, what are some of the biggest lessons and parallels even from the show and what's going on currently for, like you said, specifically for millennials?
Well, one of the biggest things that millennials need to see, that in the structure of America, because we aren't really a culture, we're a pop culture. So we're everything about what's popular. Rather than countries that have thousands and thousands of years of history with art, and every kind of personality of an artist that ever could have been has already taken place. We haven't had enough time yet. And so pop culture is okay to start with, but don't get stuck in it. The worst four-letter word I know is hype. Don't get caught up in the hype, and especially for those that want to get into acting, stick to the craft, stick to the art. Stay away from the hype.
The foundation of it. So in a previous interview I watched with you, you said that the show is very much about, the soul versus technology. Can you explain that a little bit more?
Typically, when a culture is based in spirit and soul, it really pushes forward the idea that each person be responsible to their own soul and in depth that way. And with technology, because it keeps moving and is based on competition, it's always like dog eat dog. The next step is you got to go inside, got to go deep.
Awesome. Wonderful. Well, thank you very much, Cary.